Suing Justin Baldoni. Let me explain. After receiving significant backlash and criticism online for her demeanor during the It Ends With Us press tour, Blake Lively is accusing her co-star, Justin Baldoni, of trying to ruin her reputation after she expressed concerns about Baldoni sexually harassing her and creating a hostile work environment on set. The complaint, filed with the California Civil Rights Department, accuses Baldoni, who is also the director of the film, of showing Lively nude videos or images of women and allegedly improvising intimate moments involving kissing and touching without advance consent or notice. Lively's complaint states that during a slow dancing scene that has no sound, Baldoni leaned forward and slowly dragged his lips from her ear and down her neck as he said, "It smells so good," which was not in the script and was inconsistent with the behaviors of his character in the film. According to the complaint, when Lively objected to his behavior,
welcome to this edition of Viral. I'm your host as always, Ken Dix here. Glad you joined us here on Viral. We're talking about actress Blake Lively suing her co-star Justin Baldoni for alleged smear campaign and sexual harassment. But we'll get to it in a minute. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Viral here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on Viral. We're talking about actress Blake Lively, known for Gossip Girl, has sued her co-star Justin Baldoni. They starred in a Netflix movie called It Starts With Us, where it's situated around DV and SA. So this is some news that came around recently. Blake Lively filed a lawsuit against her director / co-star Justin Baldoni, starring Jamie the Virgin, but now more situations is coming to in this. Let's get a little bit detail on what's going on between Blake Lively suing her co-star right now.
Suing Justin Baldoni. Let me explain. After receiving significant backlash and criticism online for her demeanor during the It Ends With Us press tour, Blake Lively is accusing her co-star, Justin Baldoni, of trying to ruin her reputation after she expressed concerns about Baldoni sexually harassing her and creating a hostile work environment on set. The complaint, filed with the California Civil Rights Department, accuses Baldoni, who is also the director of the film, of showing Lively nude videos or images of women and allegedly improvising intimate moments involving kissing and touching without advance consent or notice. Lively's complaint states that during a slow dancing scene that has no sound, Baldoni leaned forward and slowly dragged his lips from her ear and down her neck as he said, "It smells so good," which was not in the script and was inconsistent with the behaviors of his character in the film. According to the complaint, when Lively objected to his behavior, Baldoni responded by saying, "I'm not even attracted to you." Furthermore, the complaint accuses Baldoni and Wayfarer CEO Jamie Heath of pressuring Lively to simulate full nudity during a scene where she was giving birth, where nudity was not mentioned in the script or previously discussed with Lively. Additionally, Baldoni and Heath have been accused of discussing their personal sexual experiences and their alleged mutual pornography addiction. The complaint, originally filed during filming, described multiple other incidents, including Baldoni allegedly trying to enter Lively's trailer while she was naked and implying to her fitness trainer that he wanted her to lose weight. Lively has also accused Baldoni of launching a retaliatory social manipulation campaign to destroy her reputation during the film's promotion. Brian Friedman, Baldoni's representative, has stated that Lively's allegations are categorically false. Colleen Hoover, author of It Ends With Us, shared support for Lively just hours after the lawsuit went public, stating on social media that Lively has been nothing but honest, kind, supportive, and patient since they met. "Thank you for being exactly the human that you are," Hoover said. "Never change, never wilt."
Blake Lively filed a lawsuit against her co-star Justin Baldoni for sexual harassment during the set and saying there was a hostile work environment. That what Blake Lively had stated in the lawsuit. Justin Baldoni and his PR team denies those reports. So it's a bunch of he say, she say. So we're still getting that ripple effect on what's going on. This is something new. I haven't seen the movie, but it makes me want to watch the movie to get more details about it. So we'll keep a close eye on it. Now, a lot of you people had a lot to say about this situation. Blake Lively filing the lawsuit against her co-star Justin Baldoni. Let's hear from what you people had to say on what the people say.
I read the entire Blake Lively lawsuit against Justin Baldoni and his studio. And even though I'm not a lawyer in any way, shape, or form, I felt like I had to read it because I am a creator who commented on Blake Lively while she was in sort of like the peak tumult of this PR crisis, and that is at the center of this lawsuit. So honestly, I sort of felt like I had a responsibility to read it thoroughly. I have done that, and I'm now going to give you some of my takeaways. First and foremost, it seems very clear to me that a lot of misconduct did occur on that set. And the reason why I find what was put forth in the lawsuit to be very compelling and to make a compelling case that there was a lot of misconduct and sexual harassment is because written statements about that misconduct were distributed to Justin Baldoni and his studio and his business partner many months before any of us heard about any of this. So if it was just something that we were hearing about now, you could maybe think, oh, this is Blake Lively trying to protect her reputation, trying to get back at him because she has suffered this reputational loss. But written documents were submitted several months, like back in November, I believe, of 2023, that outlined all of the terrible behavior that happened at the hands of Justin Baldoni and his business partner on set. And so to me, for it to have been outlined by lawyers, for them to have had an entire meeting around it in January of this year, for parties to have signed that document, acknowledging that that behavior would not continue into the future, that means some wild shit went down. In terms of what actually went down, you can read it, but I will say some of the things that stuck out to me were one, Justin and his partner entering her trailer unannounced, uninvited, while she was in various states of undress. Also, Justin adding spontaneously new sex scenes, intimate scenes, nude scenes that were not in the script, were not in the book, and were not previously approved by Blake Lively. Also, him commenting to her and to other actors on set and to other employees and crew on set about their looks, about how sexy they looked, just things that are known to make women feel uncomfortable in the workplace. This is a very small fraction of the complaints that, again, were submitted in writing several months before any of us knew about any of this. My second takeaway is that they present a very compelling case that Justin and his team did orchestrate a real media takedown of Blake Lively. And I think you can argue the degrees to which she also orchestrated her own, reputational takedown in some ways. But it's very clear that this was something that was orchestrated by his team because they present so much evidence in the form of screenshots of text messages between him and his PR team and the PR team and the crisis management team, where they literally use the words bury her, destroy her, where they literally point to articles about other women like Hailey Bieber that talk about weaponizing feminism and Justin saying things like, this is what we need, where they literally point to articles that talk about Blake Lively getting canceled and congratulate one another like, oh, good work. Like, you really outdid yourself. I know, this is why you pay me. It's very clear that this was an orchestrated effort. And then my final takeaway, this is actually something I'm still thinking about, and I will probably make a longer video about on YouTube. Shout out to my YouTube. Subscribe if you don't mind. The role that creators like myself played in this narrative is one that I personally just want to spend more time thinking about, because I personally felt like the video that I made, and you can watch it, it's still up, was completely organic. No one paid me. No one reached out to me and said, hey, make this video about Blake Lively. I did what I typically do. There was a topic sort of trending, and I felt like I had a perspective that was interesting, so I made a video, and I felt like I was doing it completely organic. But now, after reading this lawsuit, I feel like, oh, was I an unwitting pawn in a much bigger chess game that was going on and being orchestrated by other parties? And to what extent do I have the responsibility to understand those factors that are at play? Again, that's what I really want to spend more time thinking about, and what I think I will dive into a bit more deeply in my YouTube. That'll probably come out Monday or Tuesday if you're interested in. But it's really giving me pause. And again, let me just reiterate, nobody paid me. Okay. No one said, hey, say something negative about Blake Lively. And also, to be clear, if you don't want to go scroll and find the video, the point I made, I never said anything about Justin Baldoni, because the chances of me getting on the internet and defending a man I know nothing about are so slim. I have no interest in that. But the video I made did say that I speculated, was Blake pursuing this like floral girlhood, women's empowerment version of a marketing strategy because she saw it work for her bestie Taylor on Eras Tour. Because remember, Blake was a producer on this film, and she did speak about how she would never just be an actor. She would never just be someone who would put on clothes and say lines. Like, she would only take on roles where she could do more. So she did have a say. However, what I didn't know and what this lawsuit talks about was this marketing plan was agreed upon by her and everyone else. And and she was contractually obligated to go forward with the marketing plan that was agreed upon, which said, let's focus on women's empowerment. Let's focus on optimism. Let's focus on hope. Let's not focus on abuse, violence, whatever. So anyway, I made a video sort of speculating on why would she go that route. I never said anything about Justin Baldoni. I never said anything trying to defend him. That's just not who I am. But again, I felt like I was making that video organically. And now I'm like, was I? Did I get got? Not trying to absolve myself of any culpability, but more just like really wondering about like this machine that I guess I now am a part of. Anyway, those are my current takeaways. I'm going to continue thinking about it. But I would also encourage you to read the entire lawsuit. Very, very illuminating. And I will have more thoughts.
Justin Baldoni, and I'll be honest, I thought Blake Lively was the problem, but after going through the full 80-page lawsuit, I think Justin Baldoni is the problem. Not only are there so many detailed allegations in here, but there are screenshots. There are also very specific things that he did or said while on set. Allegations such as when they weren't in character, he was filming a silent scene with her, but still smelled from her neck down to her chest and commented on how great she smelled. And then when she felt like it was inappropriate, he's like, whoa, I'm not even attracted to you. Also, apparently he had asked her if she ever personally consumed adult material, to which she was uncomfortable and said no. And then he announced that to the entire set, apparently. During the scene in which she gives birth, and that is clearly a very, exposed scene, he apparently brought on his best friend to play the OBGYN, who was right up close and personal, not an actual professional actor. But the screenshots are where it's wild, because there are screenshots from August of this last year where he is talking with his crisis PR team, talking about what their social media campaign is going to be against Blake. In one text message, it shows a screenshot that he sent his crisis PR team where he says, this is the kind of angle we need. And it was an article to Hailey Bieber and women bullying women. They continue to have these exchanges, and when one of the Daily Mail articles goes viral, they say, this is exactly what we needed. This is perfect. And you can see there is a concerted effort to have a social media takedown. But there are so many more allegations. And again, it's 80 pages. I don't know how to link the whole PDF here for you guys. So I do have a Patreon. I'm not going to put it behind the paywall. Obviously, I'll put it for free on there as an attachment, but it's patreon.com/AnnieElise. If you want to see the whole 80-page document yourself, I'm going to upload it over there right now. But this is wild, and it definitely has changed my opinion a little bit.
Justin guy was doing what Blake Lively alleges he was doing on set. I would just like to say I've never been less shocked about anything in my life. You guys, remember, just listen to Aunt Whitney, okay? Listen closely. Hollywood is a business that was built on the back of a 3-year-old toddler named Shirley Temple. I cannot say it loud enough. I'm at a park. 3-year-old toddler named Shirley Temple. This is where toddlers are supposed to be, okay? Not in Hollywood, not twerking for sailors, not at war, in bloomers, on the lap of a guy on a ship. Okay, toddlers aren't supposed to be with seamen. They're not supposed to be near seamen. There is a video on YouTube called Good Ship Lollipop. It is Shirley Temple dancing with men on a train, or maybe it's on a... And it's just her, a bunch of middle-aged men that are riveted by her dancing skills. There is not a mom in sight. There's not a nanny, not a babysitter, not a big sister, nothing. just this little toddler adorably dancing on men's laps. At the end, they give her a lollipop, which she puts on her face, leaves white on her face. Then she gives one of the grown men to whom she is not related a big kiss. The whole thing is sickening. Times like this, I like to just remind people. Shirley Temple. People in this business thought it was okay to have a toddler do sexy dances for people. Shirley Temple was like the Margot Robbie of her day. She was the Angelina Jolie. Just saying, the DNA of this business is child abuse, quite frankly. So, cut to grown men showing grown women naked photos or talking about their porn addiction. Yeah, that's like pretty good behavior on a set based on the things I've seen on sets that I didn't run. So I'm sure I'm gonna have to take this down. If this Justin guy...
All right. Well, a lot of people had a lot to say, even broke down the lawsuit and what's going on and how this is going to affect things moving forward. Said that Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds, got involved, which he has a right to say, hey, the list of conditions and commands and stuff on what was going on. So we're getting more details as it comes in, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Well, here's my final thought. My final thought is, when, like Blake Lively said, she was vetting, trying to see if the movie was going to be what the movie was going to be. But we thought the movie was going to be about DV, and then it turned out to be more than DV. It turned out that Blake Lively was fighting for her reputation and thinking it was a smear campaign. We don't know how all this is going to play out, but we're going to see how it's going to play out. With her and Justin Barina, you can tell right now they're not going to be working together anytime soon. And Justin has the rights to It Ends With Us as well. So I don't think Blake Lively is going to even want to be a part of this project with her former co-star. All right, that ends it right here for Viral. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long. Thanks for watching Viral.